guys. Hang on a minute. Should turn that off. There we go. Oh dear. Lovely weather, apart from it's windy as hell out there. It was chucking it down this morning, and all that's cleared up, and we're having quite a nice bright day, but with quite a bit of wind. And by God, that fern hasn't half got a shake on today. I think the plastics must have been softened by the sun, so it's quite warm. So it's been quite a weekend. Got a little bit of video footage. I've got an unboxing that I want to do, a couple of sort of like ones like an unboxing stroke review. What else? And I've still got my review on that Time-Lapse speaker to do. I've had that just coming up 2 weeks. There's an extra little bit of sort of like B-roll that I wanted to get for that, but I sort of had a chance to set up in the rain because I wanted it to be raining when I did it, sort of thing. You know, and I need to make some covers up for the camera and stuff like that. But if it comes to it, I'll just fake rain, just use a sprinkler. So yeah, it's about to get absolutely chocker through the town now. Initially they were going to dig up the main road on tomorrow, Monday, the main road through the town centre, long section of it from one end past the other end of town really. There's the main town centre, and round up heading out of the town towards Beverley, and it's going to be 8 weeks, it says on the signs. 8 weeks of disruption. Basically, certain parts of the road will be closed completely between the hours of 9 AM and 6 PM. So that's going to be an absolute nightmare. But they've moved it now because we've got the Driffield show on Wednesday, and the Driffield show always causes absolute havoc. I mean, I change my route into work. Then what I tend to do is, rather than go straight down the bypass, which can be backed up for sort of like a couple of miles easily, I tend to come into the town this way and then head up through the town to one of the roundabouts and pass over into what's known as Little Driffield. And then from Little Driffield there's a windy old back road that goes directly up to Kellythorpe Industrial Estate where I work. So that's the one day a year that I take that sort of route. You know, unless there's like a detour on for an accident or something stupid like that. So this section's always terrible for cars. Trouble is, in this neck of the woods, you've always got one side of the road parked on, and the roads aren't wide enough to take 3 cars. So anyway, I'm just popping into Tesco's. I'm going to pick up a little bit of veg. I came into town yesterday, but I didn't actually go into the shops. Daughter-in-law just popped out and picked up what bits we needed, because I went, where did I go? I did something while oh yeah, I popped up to Kellythorpe because we had a parcel to collect. It wasn't for me, it was some more of Fred's little hedgehog chew things that he likes. So yeah, I went up and picked them up from because that's on Kellythorpe, is the collection office for the post office. And what was strange was, because I've just I've also put my driving licence and a cheque for £100 into an envelope to send off for my last speeding conviction, because they're going to add 3 points to my licence. I'd parcelled that up, and I used my driving licence as my form of ID to get pick up things like that, so I had to undo it and write a new envelope out. Fortunately I hadn't stuck the stamps on it yet. So yeah, that's a bit of a strange bone of contention for me that I noticed. and I don't know if anybody can answer it. It could just be that they're waiting for all the old paper licenses to expire, you know, because I mean I had one until I moved to where I am now. I had mine well past when the plastic ones came in. And what it was I had you know, I've got the plastic one now, the photo ID one, and yeah, it was strange because I was surprised when you still have to send it off to get your points added. Now remember, these photo ID ones have now changed the way they are. They're and I suppose it's just a case of them just going broad spectrum, making you send it in, but you would have thought with these plastic ones that they could just add it automatically. I mean, that's got a strip on the back. You would have thought, I don't know really, you would have thought that if the police wanted to scan it or anything like that, which I know they don't at the minute, they can't, they don't have the equipment for that, but you would have thought they'd have equipped them with some form of scanner, and they can tell by a swipe you know, what convictions you've got, you know. It just, I don't know, it all just seems a bit strange, you know. They've implemented this new system and these new things, and they've done away with the paper counterpart, but you still have to send it in to have the points added. Very bizarre, really. So yeah, so anyway, that's done now, so that'll be £100 less in the bank. I suppose it's my own fault at the end of the day, isn't it? What else? So we've got Apple Pay come along now, haven't we? I can't use it yet. For some reason, I knew they'd agreed to it, but for some reason they'd missed some form of deadline. I have HSBC and I have a Barclay card. Now, of course, Barclay have now jumped on the bandwagon. So I'm not sure when they're getting added to it, possibly the end of the month, at the same time as my bank does HSBC, which is coming along at the end of the month. So at the minute I can't add any of my cards to Apple Pay, but by the end of the month I should be able to. I was reading a report on it, actually, Apple Pay, and who was it, the guy from Kaspersky, you know, and he actually said that, you know, because they were debating how secure is it, Apple Pay, you know. I mean, we've got a few swipe machines in the area, so you know, I could do it, but yeah, I mean, how secure is it? Yeah, all right, your card data doesn't leave the phone, and it's just a token that's sent, and it's all 64-bit encrypted or whatever, and it's, I don't know, I mean, it's, all he said was, we already know that the iPhone itself isn't 100% secure. You know, it has been proven that you can get past the fingerprint ID and all that sort of thing. So I suppose it is only a matter of time before somebody manages to do something. Plus, of course, it's NFC. You know, and the nature of the beast is that there are always hackers out there trying to hack. And I suppose, you know, somebody will hack it. But then, of course, once that loophole's found, Apple will close it, and so on and so forth. You know, it just goes on forever. You know, the hackers they just get cleverer all the time. So, you know. So yeah, it's probably just a matter of time before somebody gets their Apple ID, you know, their Apple Pay hacked, and you know, I mean, the main thing is hacking your Apple ID to start with, I suppose. But you know. So anyway, I'm going to go and get these bits of veg, bottle of milk, and get back home, and at some point I've got to start my beef dinner. So anyway, I'll catch up in a bit, guys. So it's clouded over again now. It's been on and off again. It hasn't rained again yet, but could do at any moment looking at it. Yeah, you know, I was on about Apple Pay in the car earlier. Tell you what was weird, it has happened to me once a long time ago. And I don't know whether it's just like an enter-in, you know, every now and then sort of thing, or whether it's because I've been trying to put the cards on Apple Pay, but it wouldn't accept the chip and pin, because they're not contactless at Tesco's. They're chip and pin, and it was strange. I put it in and it wouldn't accept it, and basically it then tells you to run your card down the swipe thing at the side of the screen, and then it has to be, and it spits out another piece of paper, and it has to be signature verified. So the store clerk has to come along and just watch you write your signature and check it against your card, sort of thing. So, don't know, strange. It just hasn't happened in a long time. That probably, I'm talking about 5 years or more, maybe. So, anyway, I've just done an unboxing video, and that well, I've got it to edit yet. It's imported. I've got it all to edit, which it might be up tonight. I've still got another video to do actually like that, unboxing stroke review, and it's actually the updated version of a case that I did a few weeks ago. So and I've updated it because they had some minor issues with it. There were some problems with part of it breaking. So yeah, it's been beefed up a lot. It looks a lot better. You can tell. I haven't even opened it at the packet yet, and you can tell just looking at it. It's had a few bits changed on it. So if I've still got the other one kicking around, I'll compare them. I know I gave it to my daughter-in-law, but I don't know if she's thrown it because what happened was a piece of outer band broke on it. So I don't know if she's still got it, but I'll check anyway. And so yeah, there's that to do. And then I've still got this review on the speaker to do, which, like I say, I was sort of hoping for a bit of rain, but I also sort of building a bit of a prop for it as well. So, but I'll keep that hush hush for now. It's just a bit of amusement to throw in there, which, as you know, I do like to change things a little bit every now and then, and have a bit of a, if you don't have some fun, then you know, what's the point? If you're not doing it for the money. I'm not making a living out of it, so I may as well enjoy myself. So and it doesn't demean the goods in any way. Which I would never do. That'd be a horrendous thing to do to anybody's goods. At the end of the day, they produce them in good faith. So, but yeah. So I'm just waiting to see what this weather does. Really, I've got my beef sealed. That's in the oven. All my veggies prepped. Yorkshire puddings mix is made, and I'm basically just waiting now to chuck my veg turn the hobs on basically. About another 3/4 of an hour away. I'll turn the hobs on, and then I've got some parsnips that I haven't sliced yet. I usually wait until last thing, because if I don't know if you do them yourself, but you slice them for roasting, and if you've pre-sliced them, they curl up. So anyway, I've just been shouted, so I've got to go. I'm gonna show you something. Alright, are you ready for this? Alright, make sure you're not eating. No food in your mouth, nothing like that, alright? Are you ready? Turn it up to full screen now. You were given fair warning to not be eating. Yeah, that's me brown bin. That's the bags on top are like food waste, and that's on top of grass, and of course the grass gets warm because it's rotting down, and it's basically silage, so it gets warm, and that creates the temperature just right. And then you put your food waste in, and the flies get in and lay their eggs in it. So yeah, it's disgusting. The annoying thing is that when they brought in all the recycling and that, before that all we had was a green bin, and you put everything in that, and it was heaving. And then they brought in recycling, and you got your blue bins, and they're for like all your glass, plastics, tins, paper, cardboard. That all goes into a blue bin, and that all gets hand sorted. And then they brought along this brown bin. Now the brown bin is for garden waste and food waste, and it's good actually. It all goes away and it gets all superheated. But what happens is now, what they've changed it all around to, is that your green bin gets emptied every other week, and then on the opposite week where the green bin's not been emptied, your blue bins get done on the Monday, and your brown bin gets done on the Tuesday. My argument was that, especially in the summer, when you're all cutting your grass, really the brown bin should be done weekly. It should be done every week, because it stinks. It's pretty vile. And then of course you got this problem with maggots. So and especially here, when you're near the country, animals, you can have the flies. There's nothing you can do about that. So yeah. So anyway, I've already caught up with some of my YouTube subs. I've missed out about 2 days. I needed a break from it because it was just, the thing was, it's been a bit busier with things. I've had, work's been pretty busy, and then it was Friday morning. My wife had to be off really early with her carers. She went to hospital. So, she had what was it? It was supposed to be a minor op getting done, which in the end didn't get done. And basically what happened is they needed, she had 2 specialists in there, 2 surgeons, and they were going to do this op. And they needed a scanner in the room at the same time so that they could see what they were doing and that. Basically, they did the scanner and then decided not to operate because where they needed to operate, it turns out there was a main blood vessel next to it, and they didn't realise that was there. So had they cut in without the scan, then they said basically she could have ended up bleeding to death on the table, or at the best ending up with both legs amputated. So, but anyway, they now want her back for next Friday for a full MRI scan, and then they'll decide from there what they're going to do. But basically she's got this cyst that needs draining, removing, whatever the case may be. So so she was up early for that, so hence I was up early, and then we've had some late nights and stuff like that. I've just been tired basically. I mean, both days this weekend, I haven't been awake until God knows what time. It's just been ridiculous. So anyway, I've started catching up with my subs. I've already watched some of Moz's videos and what have you. One by Canoopsy and Mr. Fat Slim and some others as well, I think. I can't really remember now. Brandon, yeah, Brandon Salt. Or what was it? It was can't remember what it used to be called. He's changed his name, hasn't he? He's changed his channel over a bit to personalise it a bit more. So anyway, so I've had my tea now anyway. I can't think of anything else I wanted to say really. So I'm away now. I'm going to do my dishwasher again. It's taken 2 loads this week, so it was already partially full, and we've ended up with some food tubs getting washed out as well. So I need to go and get that all swapped over, make a brew, and go and edit and upload this for you guys. So I hope I didn't ruin your tea, supper, whatever you may have been eating. And take care of yourselves, guys. I'll see you in the next vlog. Cheers, guys. See you.